Hello again everyone, VanguardOfValor here, and welcome back to another episode of FTL, back on board DryEagle's Descent into Darkness mod once again. So we are here on board the VSS Apollo, and hopefully we're going to be able to do all manner of damage here. Captain Wrench and Sparks, our original crew, we have our fantastic Zoltan shield, we've got our heavy beam and ion plasma, and we're going to hope to do some nice damage here. So, we don't have a whole lot of choice of where we're going here in this Sector 3, so let's get a moving and see what we can do here. Jump over into this area and see if we can make some progress. Our rebel ship moves into engage. We attempt to open communications, but realize the futility of that action when we see the ship is run by an AI. Thankfully for us, they have no shields, but the fact they have a cloak might make things a little bit more difficult for us. We are going to try and take out their weapons quickly because they have a fairly hefty arsenal, and they could do us some nasty damage if they manage to hit us with many of those. Although it looks like they're not doing so good on the accuracy side of things. So we're going to smack them about a little bit with our weaponry and hopefully take them offline before they do too much to us. That's a lot of missing, which is great. Helps us keep our stuff online a little bit longer. Zoltan's shield hasn't gone down yet, and they only have one hull remaining. Unfortunately, they've cloaked out, so they're probably going to get at least one more shot at us before we manage to take them out. But we are looking pretty solid here. We might actually be able to kill them before they can do anything about us. The ion plasma is not going to hit because it's a fairly slow-moving projectile, but the heavy beam will take them out. There we go. Fantastic. Ship explodes, giving us 2 fuel, drone part, and 21 scrap. Not a bad start to our adventure here. Let's jump over to this beacon and see if we can't get any goods from them before we work our way towards the right-hand side. A small shuttle again appears in the local radar. Turns out it's a rebel automated scout as well. Again, no shields, very nice. Ion plasma on the weapons and get ready to heavy beam them into an early grave. So, since they have no shields, we can get a whole pile of damage out of our heavy beam. It does 2 damage per room and of course double the systemless rooms, meaning that'll give us 6, which is quite nice. If they keep missing us, it'll be even nicer. So we're going to heavy beam them and ion plasma them. Sadly, the ion plasma missed, which is not exactly ideal, but they still shouldn't be able to do anything to get past our Zoltan shields before we have a chance to absolutely murder them. So I'm okay with this. Ion plasma go! And heavy beam, gonna kill them before you get there, and you missed again! Jeez, that thing misses like crazy. Ship explodes, giving us 2 fuel, a drone part, and another 30 scrap. Looking good. So, what are we gonna buy next? It's hard to say exactly what the best choice is. We might want to wait to get some weapons and fill up our weapon control a little bit more. We might want to get more engine power because it's really cheap at these high levels, and high level engines are pretty darn awesome. We could go for higher level shields, but since we have the Zoltan shield, we might be able to try and sneak by without upgrading it too much. There is a distress beacon over here, so we can try and see what they want. Do you want anything that we can take advantage of? We follow the distress beacon to a small asteroid belt where we find a small ship struggling to maneuver through the field. They message us saying that their shields are down and don't know how much longer they can last. Well, we're going to try and help them. We're going to try and shield their ship with ours and escort them out of the field. We try our best, but one stray rock hits a key structure in their ship. It breaks apart in front of our eyes, and we salvage what we can before leaving and try not to think about the lost crew. 14 scrap is all we managed to get, which is not great, but that's okay. We're going to jump over this way, maybe work our way around this side. That might be interesting. Let's see what's over there. So we're going to jump over to this beacon and see if we find anything good. We found... soon after arriving in the system, we're hailed by a small cruiser. What good fortune that we happen to run into each other. Nothing personal, but you have some information we need. Okay then, well that's okay. We might have information you need, but we're going to be frying you with our weaponry before you get a chance to get it, because this thing is a monster. You do have 2 shields though, which means our weaponry gets significantly less effective. We're going to want to bolster that as soon as we possibly can. As long as they don't hit us with too much here, we should have a pretty solid chance of taking them out without taking any damage, but we're going to be counting on that Hermes missile not hitting us. Otherwise, they're probably going to be able to get at least one Hermes missile to actually hit us next. Oh good, it missed. Until they take out our Zoltan shield, we're pretty much safe from their missiles. So we're going to go heavy in the engines here and hope they can't actually get through. So, ion plasma should take the shields back down again. We get another shot at them with the heavy beam, which should take them into some trouble. There we go. The enemy ship appears to be powering up its FTL drive in an effort to escape. Let's see. Oh, they hit us this time, so they're probably going to get some damage in. Nope, the Hermes missile is actually offline, down to the heavy laser, which can't get through our shields. So that's looking pretty solid. One more salvo from the heavy beam should take them out. We're going to fire on the same side again. We get more damage on this side, but it doesn't really matter, because this way we take out more things. Oh, wow. We will absolutely take this offer. They offer to give us some of their goods if we don't destroy their ship, and that includes 3 fuel, 3 missiles, 28 scrap, and a hull repair drone. Yes, please. Even if we just decide to sell that thing, that's amazing. Okay, well, can't say no to that. Whew-wee. Well... what are we going to do with this? Okay, well, let's buy another engine upgrade, since we know we have some money in the hull repair drone if we really need to buy some stuff, and that'll make us a lot harder to hit. Now we can work our way around this way and be quite happy about it. Is there anything here? Doesn't look like it. Let's see. More free things! When we ask at a nearby station for aid, a friendly programmer gives us schematics for a drone. 15 scrap and a system repair drone. Nice! Alright, let's keep moving. Lots of space to cover, no time to do it in. What do we have at this beacon? Anything else good? We detect 2 ships, one chasing the other. Scanners show the pursuer is a pirate, so we decide to aid the civilians. We power up weapons and engage the pirate ship. Alright, these guys have a teleporter, halberd beam. These guys have some nasty stuff, and if we can't take them out quickly, it's going to be very nasty for us. Thankfully, the teleporter is blocked by our Zoltan shield, but that's not going to take very long to overcome. We're going to need to get the ion plasma going. Hopefully this misses so the halberd beam doesn't immediately take out our Zoltan shield. No, it hit us, so we need to hit them really fast, otherwise we're going to be in some trouble. Alright, please hit. Excellent. Now you're going to fry them through the teleporter, the weapons, and that empty room, please. There we go. We took out their beam. Oh, we didn't take out the beam. That's unfortunate. We took out the heavy laser. This is not so good, and they boarded us with a mantis. Oh, goody. Okay, Wrench, you're going to be in some trouble here, so let's have you not die. Thanks very much. We're going to get hit pretty hard in a second. Pretty hard in a second. Alright, Wrench, you're going to jump into the medbay, please. And yes, you're going to hide in there. I'm going to take 1 power bar out of the engines to power that because they can't hit us with any missile-related weapons, or rather projectile weapons, so it doesn't matter. We're going to hit them across these rooms and hope they decide to send their crew back, except we're going to hit in the other direction so the weapons get hit first, hopefully stopping them from halberd beaming us. Excellent, we stopped them from halberd beaming us. I'm hitting them in the oxygen, but it appears their crew does not care for the troubles on board their ship, and they're going to stay here and stomp us into the ground. Thankfully for us, if we can kill them before they take out too much of our ship, we should be able to kill them. We have enough crew here and a medbay to stop them more or less. Okay, now let's see if we can't hit them in some different rooms and see if we can make them run away. The very slow shot time on this, yes, works perfectly in our favor because it gives them a chance to teleport back before the ship explodes. The pirate ship breaks apart and we gather 3 fuel, a drone part, and 27 scrap before we contact the civilians. When we do, we find out they ran away while we were distracting their enemies. Ungrateful fools. Alright, well, let's repair our helm, or rather our engines here. Go ahead, Wrench, you're good at that. Okay, 61 more scrap is pretty good. We have a long way to go still, though, before we get to that exit. So let's jump over here and work our way around this side. Hopefully we can find some nice things over there, although I should remember to put the power out of the medbay and back in the engines before we go too far. Alright, is there anything good here? I hope there is. Same thing again. We arrive at the next beacon only to be immediately hailed by a small shuttle who are being attacked by pirates. Well, of course we're going to aid the civilians. Let's get over there. We power up weapons and engage the pirate ship. They've got a Hermes missile and a heavy laser. Not too bad. We should be able to take these guys out. They only have 1 layer of shields as well. So as long as we can hit them before they can hit us, we should be pretty darn solid here. Get that ion plasma hitting them in the shields, and we should be good to go. Please miss us, by the way. That'd be great if you did. Especially with the Hermes missile. That thing's nasty. Alright, so we've missed them, which is unfortunate, but that does mean we can still hit them for some nice damage across their weapons room. Excellent. Turning off their heavy laser. The ion plasma is still going to aim at the shields. Hopefully we can knock that down so the next heavy beam will kill them, although it will do that anyway because it will do 5 damage no matter what happens. So, we've missed again, which is unfortunate, but we're going to hit them with the heavy beam and kill them anyway. They didn't get a chance to do a single point of damage to us. Yay, high evasion and Zoltan shields. The pirate ship breaks apart and we gather a fuel, 2 missiles, and 22 scrap before contacting the civilians. And we do, they also ran away. You guys are so ungrateful. Alright, let's keep moving here. We're going to work our way around this corner, then into the nebula most likely. See if we can't get any goodies over on this side of the map. Is there anything here? Hopefully there is. We're immediately contacted by a settlement, saying that our ship appears to be outfitted for combat and they're asking us to take up some mercenary work. Well, let's listen to their offer and see what they want. Some of their friends have allegedly taken to piracy in the recent chaos of the war. They'd like us to convince them of their poor decision by severely damaging their ship as long as we don't kill them all. Well, we can do that. This is probably going to give us a weapon too, which would be nice. They say just be sure not to blow them up, as they direct us to a nearby moon. Once we find the pirate ship docked there, they immediately respond to our appearance with your money or your life. They must be new to this. Alright, well let's hit them and make them regret fighting us. They do have breach missiles, dual lasers, and mini beams though, so they've got some pretty nasty weaponry on board. We should be able to take them out before they can do too much to us though, because we shouldn't need to do too much damage to them. Also, once we take out their shields with our ion plasma, they should go down pretty darn quick. Alright, so we're going to hit them right across there, and that should make them surrender straight away. Excellent! They hail our ship saying that we win, and they aren't cut out for this. We decide to let them live and return to the settlement as promised. With the pirates dissuaded from their career path, we return to the settlement. They thank us, saying that their friends returned to them before we did. They give us 29 scrap and breach missiles. Not bad. I'm not sure if that's exactly what I wanted, but not bad. We can definitely sell them if we can find a store, and if not, well, we can probably make use of them at some point. Not exactly what I had in mind, but it might do. 112 scrap is pretty phenomenal. I think if we can find a store, I kind of want to hold on to it, because if we can get our drone control working, then we have some pretty powerful stuff going on in here. And I'm honestly surprised. We have so much junk in here. So much junk. I want to get a drone control to put these into a system rather than trying to sell them, because they're very powerful. Okay, well, let's jump, see what we can do. We have 112 scraps. We should probably spend it on something, but I'm tempted to keep fighting here. An especially well-armed pirate ship approaches us, saying that if we hand over one of our crew members, the rest of us can go free unharmed. But we're never going to surrender our crew to the slavers. Who do you think we are? We're the Captain, Wrench, and Sparks here. It's not the most exciting names, but that's okay. We'll stick with them for now. And but for now, I mean forever. But we're going to ion plasma these guys in the shields, and then hopefully smack them where it hurts. Which is pretty much anywhere, but we're probably going to be going for right about here, so they can't board us, if at all possible. And ion plasma, please hit. Thank you. We're going to hit them right through those rooms. We should preoccupy them a little bit. Mini beams offline, which is not bad. Please miss us. I'd love that. No, you didn't miss us. Okay, well, at least one of these shots should. And they boarded us with an NG for some reason. Okay, then. We've got a little bit more skill with our dodge ability, which is great. We're going to ion plasma these guys again, hopefully knocking them more or less offline. And we're going to heavy beam them through some more rooms to hopefully get them to call back their crew. They hit us, but that's okay. Could have been worse. We're going to hit them through the oxygen and the weapons again to hopefully keep them distracted. Actually, we might go through... Yeah, let's go oxygen again. Oxygen's a good one for making the people run away. Excellent. They won't be able to run away yet because, of course, they haven't charged this, and they offer to take one of our slaves as tribute. We agree, because a fourth crew member would be great. Who do we get? We get Philip, a human. Well, it could be worse. Alright, Philip, you're going to head over to the shields and take control of that room for now, whilst we heal up Wrench here in our med bay. Alright, you lucky guys. Too bad you couldn't give me a good crew rather than another human, but I'll take what I get. Okay, so let's put our healing power back into our engines. 112 scrap is pretty good. Ooh, there is a store here. Let's go to the store. If we can find ourselves a drone control, that would be fantastic. A well-armed transport ship and a squadron of fighters are in orbit nearby. We're wary of their trustworthiness, but beggars can't be choosers. Ooh hoo hoo hoo! Drone control's only 40 scrap? This is so cheap! Oh my goodness. Everything is so inexpensive. If we have a drone recovery arm, I can't not buy this. That'd be so stupid of me to not buy that. Oh, it only has 2 slots though. Ooh. Well then. Probably sell our system repair drones and the defense drone maybe, and keep the hull repair and the beam, or maybe we'll probably keep the hull repair, equip the beam and the defense drone because that's pretty effective, and then sell the system repairs. Oh man, this is nice. Wow, we can buy so many of these things. Okay, well let's sell them the system repair drones because I don't want those. We'll put the augmented beam drone in here because that looks pretty cool. We'll keep the hull repair drone on hand in case we want to get some heals. We have the drone recovery arms. We can spam these as much as we want. This is glorious. We can sell them the breach missiles, but we can't buy anything better at the moment, so we'll hold on to them just in case we don't find anything better. And I can buy a teleporter or a cloak. Right now we want the cloak because the teleporter isn't going to do us any good, although there is only 1 power bar in there. How expensive are the upgrades to the drone control? Not very expensive. 20, 30, 50, 50, and 50. That's very nice. Okay, well, oh, that's a 3-powered beam though. Let's buy the cloak anyway, because it's better to have it than not have it, and we can always power it up later. So we'll buy the cloaking in here. Good. Fantastic. We could try and get the crew teleporter as well, but for now we don't have a boarding party anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it. We have plenty to spend our money on now. As it stands, we'll buy another power bar, put that in the cloak to even further extend the power of our Zoltan shield, which is going to be great. We can't use our drones yet, but they're in a new slot, so they're not taking up our inventory space. Everything here is now fantastic. Let's jump into this nebula and then jump out of this sector. What do we find here? Our ship emerges quite far away from the beacon. We see a rebel ship waiting nearby, undoubtedly stationed to look for us. Well, let's attack them. They've got Artemis missiles and a burst laser Mark II, nothing too scary. We're going to ion plasma them in the shields and then wreck these guys. I wish I could bring my drones online, but we can't do that quite yet. I am, however, going to dodge them. Haha, you fools. That's an interesting little cloaking graphic. Looks quite nice, actually. Very ethereal. Alright, we'll fry them across their weapons, hopefully taking out most of their firepower. They have a really hard time taking us out at this point, given that we'll be able to kill them next time our heavy beam fires, and they won't be able to get through our shields, even if they do manage to hit us, which they didn't. So let's kill them. There we go, rebels. You didn't stand a chance there. Ship explodes, giving us a fuel, a drone part, and 26 scrap. Very nice. Up to 33 again, which we're going to use to buy more power, most likely, although we might use it to upgrade some of our systems. How much the upgrades on the cloak? 50 and 50. That's also not too bad. Okay, well, it's very interesting here. Lots of good stuff going on. It looks like we have a 2-person teleporter, which is quite reasonable. It's probably here. It might be there, but it's probably here. Alright then. Well, we could... yeah, let's jump to the exit. We could probably jump over there and then jump to the exit, but I'm just going to jump to the exit and get out of town. So what do we get over here? Oh, this is a nebula beacon. There's going to be nothing here. Of course. This long-range beacon is almost hidden within a nebula. When the FTL drive is charged, we'll be able to jump ahead, and that's what we're going to do, because there's literally nothing else to do here anyway. So let's get out of Dodge. It looks like we took a good choice there, because we would have been overrun anyway. Not that it would really matter, but it's always safer to do that. So our options now are a slug-controlled nebula or a Zoltan-controlled sector. Well, I'm not going to the nebula, so Zoltan-controlled sector it's going to be. Here we go. Heading off to Sector 4. Hopefully some lovely things will happen here. The Zoltan patrol their borders, but let us pass from the Ideas Federation. Let's hope they won't be so courteous to the rebels. Okay, well, that's fantastic. I'm going to grab myself another drink of water because I'm all out, and I will be right back. Good. That water definitely helps you not dry out your throat. So let's keep moving here into this sector. We've got a store right beside us here. We just spent all our money anyway, so there's no point in going there. I think what we'll probably do is we'll jump forward here, work our way through the nebula, and then we'll work our way around the back end of this sector. That looks like the most productive thing we could do here, so let's get moving. What do we have at this beacon? Hopefully some good stuff. Nope, a light asteroid field is entering the atmosphere of a nearby planet. A fireworks show on a galactic scale. There's little for it but to take in the ambience and program in the next jump. Alright, well, we'll do that and we'll jump ahead into this nebula. Hopefully some interesting things are lying in wait. Aha, something's here. The tangled wrecks of many ships lie in dormancy here. We see lights flicker on what looks like debris, and a rebel scout bursts from the wreckage. Unfortunately, it has 3 shields, so we can't hurt it. Although we can if we turn off all of our weapons and turn on the breach missiles. If we can breach through the shields, we might be able to actually hit it with something else. So we're going to give this a shot. On the other hand, it's going to really hurt us if it manages to hit us, so we're going to be using our cloak here as much as we can to try and dodge those attacks, and we'll see what we can do. We're going to be pretty hard-pressed here to actually get through these guys, though. There's a good chance they're going to dodge our breach missile, and if they do, we're going to be pretty far set back. Please hit. Please hit. Excellent, it hit. So we're going to turn on our normal weapons and see if we can't do some damage with that. We have leveled up our engine crew now to be max level as well. We're going to ion plasma them in the shields, and then we're going to heavy beam them across the weapons, hopefully preventing them from doing too much additional damage to us. This is going to hurt. Alright, our shields are now down. Ion plasma, please hit. We're going to take some damage here from this missile, I can pretty much tell. We're going to heavy beam these guys right through there. It should do the maximum possible damage. Ouch, they've hit us, but not anywhere important. And they might hit us again. No, they were not lucky enough to hit us again. So the ion plasma might be enough to kill them, and if not, the heavy beam will do it. And it shouldn't take too much longer. And we missed. That's unfortunate. Heavy beam still does it, though. Excellent. Down goes the auto assault. Good thing we had those breach missiles. Ship explodes, giving us a fuel, a drone part, and another 33 scrap. Excellent. Well, what are we going to spend that on? Probably power, and our drone control might be a good choice. It'll take 50 scrap just to get it running, so it's 100 to power that thing on. Let's hold on to the money then, we'll buy it up when we can get it. It's probably the best course of action here, yeah. We'll jump into the nebula again, see if we can't get a little bit more out of the sector, and then we'll work our way to the back end. And it's an ion storm! What do you know? We jump into a sector of the nebula beset by a plasma storm. An automated rebel scout stationed near the beacon moves in to attack us. Well, we can try and fight it. It might not be the best idea, but we can do it anyway. As we go, let's prepare to fight these guys. Oh, hello, attack drone. And you guys are looking pretty solid here, despite having all those negative things. We turn off our shields completely while we have the overshield turned on. We're going to also use that to power up our gear. We take one more power bar out of there to power up our ion weaponry as well. And now we should be able to hurt them as long as this drone doesn't hit us too many times while we're powering up here. That's looking pretty good, actually. I quite like all those misses. Keep doing that, drone. That's fantastic. Alright, as soon as this beam hits us, though, we're in a lot of trouble. We're going to be in a world of hurt as soon as that happens. So please knock out their shields. A heavy beam. Knock out those two. And the attack drone is now offline. Fantastic. There goes the halper beam and the drone, making them a lot less dangerous. We're going to ion plasma them in the shields again. We might start suffocating here if I can't kill them fast enough. But we should be okay. Uh-oh, it looks like their shields have recovered. That's not good. Oh, it's because the weapons and drone is offline. Okay, well, we did manage to at least fry their weapons completely now. So while they do have their systems back on to full, they won't be able to take advantage of them here. This actually might be a bit problematic. Okay, we'll take the power out of the med bay, out of the engines again to turn the oxygen back on. We're not going to be able to hurt these guys now, are we? No. We're going to have to use a breach missile again, I think. So we're going to power off our other gear, turn on the breach missiles, and try and kill them with one of those. All we have to do is hit them. It might be a bit tricky, though, because all their power is going to be in the engines and shields now. But we will see what we can do here. It's going to take them a while to repair any of that, and once they do, we're still pretty well defended against them. We should get at least 2 shots off before they can do much to us. Please hit them with a breach missile, otherwise this is going to be a lot more troublesome. Alright, breach missile, go! Fantastic. Down goes the auto assault. That could have been a lot more troublesome if it didn't hit. Ship explodes, giving us 2 fuel, a missile, and 37 scrap. Excellent. Alright, well, power off the breach, power into the shield, so we have those ready when we get there to our next jump, and power on the engines. We do have 100 scrap now, so we can turn on the drone control to the tier we'd like. There we go, so now we can afford to use a defense drone at least, if nothing more. Beam drone will take at least 1 more power, but we can take that out of the engines if we need it, I suppose. And let's jump again. So we could jump over here to this part of the nebula and then work our way back. That's probably the best use of our space, but I think we're just going to jump out of the nebula right now, because I don't like being in here. What do we get at this beacon? Anything good? Doesn't look like too much, but let's see. We arrive at a Zoltan research facility. They say they're researching genetic distortion due to stasis sleep and prolonged FTL travel, and that's give our crew as time to undergo a few scans. We agree to participate in their study, and after our crew calmly lines up for the Zoltans to take their readings, they contact us, thanking us for our participation and giving us 19 pitiful scrap. But it's better than nothing, so who am I to complain? Powering up the systems, we do actually have exactly the right amount free, although we can use it for the cloaking or the beam drone. This looks pretty cool. I'm looking forward to seeing how this beam drone actually functions. So let's jump over here and see if we can't make some more money. We got plenty of space here in this Zoltan sector to do so. We receive a message saying that this area is off limits. If we don't submit our ship to processing, we'll be in trouble. There's only one guard ship here in a lonely beacon, and we just have to fight our way out. Because we're crazy. Alright, beam drone, go! Let's see what you do. You have a fire beam and a... Ooh, that's a double heavy laser. That's nasty. Okay, we might be in trouble here. We're going to turn off our weapons, turn on the breach missiles, because we need those again, because these guys have 3 shields. For whatever reason, these guys keep doing that to us. By the time the drone gets through their Zoltan shield, our breach missile should be, like, partially charged, maybe. We're probably going to cloak out the first salvo of their heavy laser, because that thing is scary. There we go. Until they hit us with this, they're not going to be able to do much damage to us, because I'm pretty sure the fire beam doesn't hurt Zoltan shields. Alright, breach missile, you're going to hit them in the shields, please. And now I'm immediately turning you off, turning my other weapons on to charge them as quickly as possible. Fantastic, you hit. Now I need to hit them again in the shields with the ion plasma before they can get that fixed, and then we might actually be able to kill them here. Oh, the beam drone does piercing damage. That's fantastic. Oh, look at that. That's amazing. Alright. Phenomenal. Let's heavy beam them to death. Alright, they're dead. That's awesome. The beam drone pierces. Excellent. Ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial amount of useful scrap, giving 2 fuel, drone part, and 26 of the metal itself. Plus we get our drone back, so that's even better. Oh, this is going to be a great, great time. Okay, 48 scrap on hand. What are we going to put that into? We could buy ourselves some more power. We could run everything simultaneously, but we still have 3 power bars floating around here. We might not actually need at any given time. So we probably should power up something more useful. Might go into some cloaking, because cloaking is always good. Drone control has a max of 6 levels. That's interesting. Okay. That's probably all we need anyway, because we do have a 3 and a 2, which is all we really want to have powered anyway. So let's jump around here a little bit more and see if we can't make some more money. What do we have here? Please someone with less than 3 shields. What's with the 3 shield people? We receive a transmission saying this is nothing personal, but they're under orders. The rebel ship's weapons go hot. Alright, they got a basic laser, dual laser, and a halberd beam. Yeah, jerks. Okay, well, let's see if we can't hit them with the breach missiles again and turn on the beam drone. Eventually we'll be able to hit these guys normally. I'm surprised that every single enemy has 3 shields since we've arrived here. Not auto-fire, single shot, please, thank you. Also, we're cloaking out of that shot, so we do not get hit by their lasers. 105% evade is always nice. We want to keep our Zoltan shield alive as long as possible, especially with that halberd beam, because it will do damage to us if it manages to actually hit us. So we're going to try and take out their shields here. Unfortunately, we missed, which is going to make our life really difficult. Really, really difficult. Okay, there goes our shield. We now are in a lot of trouble here. They've boarded us as well, which makes things even worse. Thankfully, they're attacking our doors for whatever reason, so that's not going to be too bad. But as soon as that halberd beam hits us, we're in some serious hurt here. Okay, please. No, 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 cloak. Okay. Okay. We need to hit them with this breach missile, otherwise we are in some serious trouble. Okay, good, we hit them. Turn off those weapons, turn on our normal weapons. Please get fighting, and they've knocked out most of our stuff. Oh, goodness. Okay, we're going to send our captain into the medbay and heal him up. This is not looking good for us. We need to turn on the medbay. There we go. Turn on the dodging. There we go. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We're taking lots of damage here. Please hit them with the heavy beam before they can do anything about it. We're taking some serious trouble here. We're losing oxygen, we're on fire, we're taking damage to lots of systems. Not good. We're taking halberd beams to the face here. People are getting killed all over the place. Not good. We're losing all kinds of systems here. Okay, we can cloak next time they try and attack us, which is actually just going to cloak right now to make sure we get the next attack before they can do anything to us again. We're going to halberd beam, or rather heavy beam them through there, and they try and surrender, offering us 3 fuel, 2 missiles, and 17 scrap. We're not accepting their surrender, we want them dead. Alright, it's going to take us one more shot, and they're probably going to get another shot at us first with a halberd beam, but you know what? Sometimes you just have to do silly things. Thankfully, our systems are repairing themselves, which is lovely. We're going to send our captain back to the helm and get him on there. Heavy beam, please kill them. Okay, they're going to hit us with a halberd beam in a second. There it goes, taking a lot of damage, but they are now dead. Fantastic. That hurt really badly. Really, really badly. The ship explodes, giving us a missile, a drone part, and 31 scrap. There we go. That'll do. Okay, fires are out. Yuck. That was terrible. Alright guys, get some repairs going here. We need to get things working again. I should have brought Philip over. I forgot I even had him. Okay. Get things back online pronto. Wrench, you're going to go help out over there. Philip, you can go chill back in the shields again. Have you even leveled up any skills yet? No, you're terrible. That's probably because we're not letting him, with his Zoltan shields being so high, and the fact is that they're going to stay so high because we have really high evasion. He's not going to level up much at all, is he? That's okay, though. Better than nothing. Alright, so, Sparks, you are going to head back into the weapons, and Wrench back into the engines. We are going to spend some of our drone parts to repair ourselves here using our hull repair drone. Whew, that's nasty. Alright, hopefully we get some nice repairs here. Not all of them are going to be only 3 hull. Ugh, there's a 3. We'll try 2 more, and then we will probably stop there, depending on what that actually leaves us at. So that's 3, and, ooh, this might be a good one. There's 4. Ooh, good. That's a good one. 5. Only do 1 more. And what we're going to do is, we're going to try and jump as soon as it heals us 3 hulls. So if it gives us any more than 3, we'll try and get the drone back. So if we jump before it disappears, we should recover the piece. So we're going to hull repair, and we're going to hold our finger on the jump button here. That's 1. There's 2. Here's 3. And we jump. Excellent. So as long as we jump before it goes away, we should get the drone back. Yes, we did. See? Got the +1 there. Excellent. Anything here? Ugh. We catch a glimpse of a strange signal coming from the space station before our sensors shut off unexpectedly. As we discover that our sensors are being jammed, we hear hostiles beaming on board and prepare to fight. Alright, well, they boarded us again despite our Zoltan shields. Those Zoltan shields really don't do a whole lot, do they? Alright, into the medbay there, gentlemen, and get ready to fight. Oh, wow, there's a lot of guys in there. This is a 5-human boarding group. Okay, fight them. Also, you're going to have to go get some health there, friend, otherwise you're going to get clubbed really badly. We can't let them kill our medbay, though, so we're going to chill out in here and make sure that nothing happens. We are going to use this nice little walking back and forth trick to heal up Wrench while they are currently fighting us in the medbay, and we already have 3 people in there. And our guys should be able to handle these guys, no problem. And then the people who are fighting Wrench right now should probably go help him. So, that should be fine. We should be okay here. They might take a bit more damage to our engines, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. There we go. They've already brought in the replacements, so Wrench can go and fix up the engines without being bothered too much. Looking good there, gentlemen. Keep fighting, and we should have them down in no time. Okay, there we go. One more guy here fighting our Zoltan, and down he goes. Nice try. Sparks into the weapons. We are going to send Philip down to shields again, and the captain back to the helm. Looking good. Alright, so what are we going to try and do next? We have 79 scrap. We should probably spend some of that, but I think we might hold on to it a little bit longer. Can we spend it on anything interesting? We really want to get our weapons working. That's the problem. Our weapons are not powerful enough for this sector. We really want to find a store as well that would make us give us the opportunity to buy, say, that Burst Laser Mark II or some nice Ion Blast Mark II, something we can really fry them with. The Mantis outcasts sometimes make the mistake of taking the Zoltan for easy game. A scout moves into attack while a boarding party beams aboard from nearby transport. Once again, these guys keep boarding us past our Zoltan shields. That's not how it works, guys. Alright. 2 Mantis now in our ship. That's no good. Turning off the weapons, turning on the breach missiles. We're going to have to go punch them in the face, so we're going to send the captain and Philip in there to go give those Mantis something to do. They're going to wreck us pretty fast because we're not really strong enough to fight Mantis, but we do need to keep them occupied, otherwise they're going to be wrecking our ship. Also, I forgot to turn on my beam drones. That's unfortunate. We can't rely on him to do any damage. We're going to try and breach them in the shields. We're going to be relying on Cloak here to dodge some of this damage, because hopefully we'll be able to block at least some of it. And go. Excellent. We did pretty good dodge there. I'm going to run our crew back into the medbay to prevent them from getting absolutely trashed here. They are going to do some damage to our drone control, but that's not the end of the world at this point. Please hit. Excellent. Turning on the real weapons. There we go. Thankfully, since these guys are also, what do you call them? These thingies, mantises. My goodness, words. Since they're mantises, they're probably not going to be able to repair the damage on their ship very quickly. They might have an NG over there still, so they might be able to do some pretty nasty things to us, but there's a good chance... Wow, that's so many misses, that's great. There's a good chance we'll be able to really wreck them now that they're not on board their own ship. So we're going to smash them through here, and that's either going to send them back to their ship, or they're going to explode, and we can kill them here. Excellent, that works too. Please kill that mantis. Ship explodes, giving us 2 missiles, a drone part, and 34 scrap. And down go all the mantis that boarded us. Excellent, so you guys can repair, and then you're going to jump into the med bay to heal yourselves. That will do just fine. Okay, repairs completed. Into the med bay, heal up, please. 113 scrap, we should really be spending this on something. I really want to buy another shield bar, because that would make us a lot more effective. But we really need the weapons, we really want the extra dodge, we really want the extra drones. All these things are very high priority, and it's hard to decide exactly what we should be doing. There is obviously better courses of action than others, but it's hard to say which one I actually want the most at the moment. Power off the med bay for the time being. That should give us a little bit of extra power, and let's see what we're going to do. We'll jump over here straight away. I want to try and find a store before I waste any of my money. What is this? Oh, good. The Zoltan station near this beacon are happy to receive us. As they give us the formal tour of the ship, we spy some local star charts and mentally log the details. Oh, that wasn't exactly what I expected. At all, really. I thought we were going to fight them. That's a ship mission, rather, that always catches me off guard. You see the ship there, and you think, ah, good, we have to fight them. But nope, they're just giving you a tour. Okay, thanks, Sultan. Okay, whatever. Unfortunately, there's no stores here, so we're going to be out of this sector with, I think, 1 fuel left, which is not exactly ideal. We're going to jump over here to fight these guys and see what we can do. Alright, give us some of your valuable fuels. Emergency! All ships in range! We are under attack! The frequency matches a nearby Zoltan ship. We move in on their pursuer. They take our intervention as a cue to jump away, the cowards. So we're just fighting the pirates for them, you jerks. You brought us over here, and now you're not going to help us. I didn't replace my drone yet either, I'm a fool. What's the point of having these drones if I don't take advantage of them? I'll turn on the defense drone to block their missiles just for lulz, but that's disappointing. Alright, ion plasma, you are auto-firing at the shields, good. And then we're going to heavy beam them in some nasty places. And you didn't block the laser. Oh my goodness, that was terrible, you guys. You've missed everything! You missed the ion plasma, you missed the missile. That was worst. The worst possible thing you could have done. Okay, please shoot the missile this time. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to ion plasma them in the shields this time. Please don't miss. Please don't miss. Thank you. Alright, now we can heavy beam them and make them regret ever doing anything to us. We can actually heavy beam them right through here, which will do 6 damage for us, which is quite nice. There we go. 1 more of those will kill them as long as their shields stay at the current level. Please shoot down that missile. You missed. Thankfully, they missed. Oh, defense drones, this is why I don't like you. You're trying to make me not like you again. I want to like you, but you don't want me to like you. Alright, the ship repeatedly hails us, wanting to surrender. They're offering us 4 fuel, 2 missiles, and 22 scrap. Well, normally I wouldn't say anything about this, but they are offering 4 fuel, which we do quite badly need at the moment, so I'm going to accept their offer on that merit alone. You lucky, lucky pirates. If I didn't need the fuel so badly, you'd be dead and gone. Alright, 135 scrap. There is no store in sight, so I should really spend some of this, otherwise I'm going to regret holding on to it for so long. But we'll take 1 more jump before we do. Who knows? We might be able to get something good out of here before we run out of space, so let's take another jump and see what we get. Anything good? We pick up the last broadcast from a rupturing Zoltan freighter. The Mantis! They're here! Please! We're interrupted by fire off the port bow. Well, alright, time to turn on the breach missiles again, because these guys have level 3 shields, and I'm still forgetting to replace my drones. My goodness, I apologize. You guys must be getting pretty frustrated at this by now. That's the worst. Okay, I could turn on the defense drone, but for now we're just going to dodge this shot. Please shoot the other laser too. Please, please. Yeah, okay, dodging time. Thank you. 108% dodge is fantastic. Hit them in the shield with your breach missiles, and then we can fry them to death with our normal weapons. Alright, turn that off, turn the other weapons on, please hit, please hit, please hit. Oh, you missed. Alright, time to turn the breach missiles back on and spend all day doing this. Defense drone, go! Shoot down some of those missiles, please. Oh, one's better than nothing. I don't know if you're aiming at with that second shot, though. Alright, this is going to be quite nasty if they manage to get another shot off at us here. Please block some of those. Breach missile them in the shields. This time you have to hit them, otherwise we're going to be in a lot of trouble here. Alright, more lasers are coming in. We're going to just dodge these straight up here because that's always safer. We can afford to take a couple shots here from the missiles because we at least get to block 1 of them guaranteed. And we've hit them this time, which is good. So let's turn on our weaponry and actually try and hurt these guys now. They've missed us too, which is nice. Alright, ion to the shields. and we'll heavy beam them so they can't keep hurting us like this. Excellent! Apparently that's on fire, which is even better. We're going to ion plasma them in the weapons in that case, so they can't hurt us as badly, and we should be fine. Oh, they're going to try and board us in a second. Please miss us. Oh, they got through. They're going to be boarding us any second now. So we're going to blast them before they can do anything about it. Hopefully they stay there or die. Fantastic. Down goes the Mantis fighter. Ship explodes, giving us a fuel, 2 missiles, and 34 scrap. We'll take it. We will take it. Okay, so, looking pretty solid here. All we gotta do is jump to the exit, and we're done in Sector 4. Is there anything here, though? That's the question. We arrive at the long-range beacon, and there we find a black market hub. We receive a message saying that they're dangerous times, and that if we have extra military-grade explosives, they will gladly pay us for them. We do need our bombs, but we don't really need 19 of them. Let's sell them 10 of them, perhaps? Let's sell them 5. We'll go on the safe side. 5 missiles for 15 scrap. Not a great return, but it's better than nothing. Alright, 184 scrap is looking pretty solid. Now we're going to jump out of here before we get overrun by those rebels, the forces of darkness. So we're going to jump into this rebel-controlled sector and see what we see. However, if you want to see what we see, you're going to have to wait until next time. We have to be very cautious in this sector because the rebels have been looking for us with full control. But yes, like I said, we're going to have to end this episode here for now. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. This has been Vanguard of Valor with another episode of FTL for you on board the VSS Apollo as part of DryEagle's Descent into Darkness mod. If you liked the episode, don't forget to like the episode, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.